I am Kedonojo Okoliko. President Bola Tinubu has approved the postings of 65 ambassadors designate to various countries and international missions, advancing Nigeria's diplomatic engagements abroad. The list includes 31 non-career diplomats and 34 career foreign service officers confirmed by the Senate in December 2025. High-profile appointments include former Akwa Ibom Senator Grace Bent to Togo, former presidential aide Ita Enang to South Africa, and former presidential spokesman Reno Omokri to Mexico. Other notable postings include former Health Minister Isaac Adewole to Canada, former Aviation Minister Femi Fani Kayode to Germany, and former Chief of Naval Staff Iboket Ibas to the Philippines. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has received approval from the United Kingdom for High Commissioner Designate Aminu Delhatu and from France for Ambassador Ayo Oke. President Tinubu has also directed that an induction program for the ambassadors designate commence immediately ahead of the deployment. A federal high court in Abuja has granted bail to former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, his son Abdulaziz Malami, and co-defendants. Following the bail ruling, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission opened money laundering involving approximately 9 billion naira. The first witness, David Ajoma, a bank compliance officer, testified that loan details of RayPower Hotel Limited, backed by cash collateral from Metropolitan Autotech, were provided to the EFCC upon request. Ajoma confirmed that the loan documents bore only the signatures of Abdulaziz Malami as managing director of RayPower Hotel Limited, that no government account or Abubakar Malami personally was linked to the transactions. During cross-examination, Ajoma admitted he was not the relationship manager of the accounts and could not identify any suspicious transactions or breaches of Central Bank of Nigeria regulations. The court adjourned the trial to March 16, 2026 for proceedings to continue. And the Police Service Commission, PSC, has promoted 7 Assistant Inspectors General of Police, AIGs, to the rank of Deputy Inspectors General of Police, in a move aimed at strengthening the leadership structure of the Nigeria Police Force. According to the Commission, the promotions followed a rigorous process that included written examinations and oral interviews conducted at the Commission's corporate headquarters in Abuja. Head of Protocol and Public Affairs at PSC Headquarters Abuja, Toti Njoku, said the promotions were based on merit, seniority, service records, and performance during the assessment exercise. The Commission said the promotions became necessary following vacancies created by the retirement of 8 Deputy Inspectors General of Police who previously occupied key positions in the force. At least 16 residents of the Peze community in Boari Area Council were kidnapped by heavily armed gunmen last night, according to local sources. The victims include 4 children of a pastor, the wife of a local vigilante commander who gave birth less than a month ago, and a visiting younger sister. Residents reported that the attackers struck between 9:30 p.m. and 10 p.m., moving from house to house, banging on doors and threatening to kill anyone who resisted. A community source explained that the vigilante commander had left his home after being alerted by gunmen in another part of the village. Unaware that the attackers had already surrounded his residence, he was reportedly blocked on the road, shot at before his wife was kidnapped. Sources indicate that the abductors have contacted families and are demanding ransom for their release. Residents recalled a similar incident in Peze community on 4th of January 2026 and are now urging the Federal Capital Territory authorities to deploy more security personnel to curb the rising wave of kidnappings. The Nigerian Police Force is yet to issue a statement to that effect. The Ministry of Labor and Employment has issued a prohibition notice and directed the immediate closure of African Refractory and Applied Products Company, ARAP. Our correspondent, Abulu Osemwaku, reports that the directive for ARAP closure was issued following the National Safety and Health Department of the ministry at the company located at kilometer 46, Ikorodu Shagamu Expressway, Ogio, Ogun State. The report.
Investigation reveals that the order to shut Arab has also been sparked by a video of a worker of the company, which has been gone viral on social media. The video shows a young man and his elder sister who has resigned to take care of her brother now in a deteriorating state. They were being interviewed by an anchor.
As where I was working, they deal with sandblasting. So it used to produce this dust particle called silica. So over the years, I think he was breathing the dust in and it went to his lungs. And it doesn't manifest on time. You might think you are okay, but over the year you start feeling that you are getting tired, you are sick, and all of that. So when it happened, we went to the hospital. So they diagnosed it as TB, that's tuberculosis. But the Nigerian equipment here, they don't have facilities to bring the result out as silicosis because it's a foreign disease. I think it happens mostly in India.
Is this a foreign company?
Yes, sir. Indian. So they brought it here.
Is it an Indian company? Is this something you feel comfortable in telling us which company? Are you comfortable about?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The name is Arab Company.
African products and no African refractory and allied products.
According to this video, the health condition of tens of workers in the company have been adversely affected with no precautionary measures by the company. The statement by the Minister of Labour and Employment spokesperson Anna Daniels on behalf of the Minister of State Nkiruka Onyejocha said the decision to shut ARA also followed a series of reports indicating hazardous working conditions at the facility, particularly concerning workers' exposure to silica dust and the associated health risks. The statement said the ministry has also received reports of workers' fatality, which are currently under review as part of an ongoing investigation. As this video goes viral, government says its preliminary findings further indicate regulatory concerns included issues relating to license renewal and discrepancies between the company's declared operations and its current production activities, stressing that the safety and welfare of Nigerian workers remains non-negotiable. Abulu Othemahu, Abuja.
Now, the former Transportation Minister, Rotimi Chibike-Amoichi, has called for calmness following an attack on the African Democratic Congress ADC Secretariat in his hometown, Obima Ward 8, Unit 14, Rivers State, despite attempts to block his arrival. Amechi went on to complete his party registration and urged supporters to remain peaceful yet resolute.
The way they will show us that this cannot continue is that they must possibly go to and wrong this life. And when you want president of God to spending the life of people, people begin to take their lives by themselves because they don't want to die. But for now, everybody should calm down. Everybody should thank the Commissioner of Police. Everybody should thank the Director of SSS and the Director of Operator in charge of LS. Our role is to be calm, is to be peaceful. We are marching to our forward. What they are doing is distraction. What they are doing will not do to themselves. We are hungry. If you are not hungry, tell them I am.
That's the president talking.
He said every day because of hunger. And then some people are cleaning our money and they say we should keep quiet. We can no longer keep quiet. ADC River State must register in mass. Must make sure that we have enough numbers to protect them. On election day, we will know whether we will vote or not. God bless all of you.
100.5 FM. More stories. Many thanks for staying with us. Now to the rest of the news. Libyan authorities have ordered the arrest of 3 suspects in last month's assassination of Saif al-Islam Gaddafi. Investigators say there are 3 suspects in Gaddafi's killings and claim a terminal was hit. A drone exploded near a school during She says it's wonderfully humbling to see the Peaky Blinders as he reprises his long-running role as Tommy Shelby in the feature film. The Irish actor has returned to play the Birmingham gangster in Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, 13 years after he first took on the part in the TV series. The Immortal Man comes 4 years after the sixth and final series of the TV show.
RayPower Sport.
British racing driver Lewis Hamilton has set his sights on the 2026 Formula One Championship as he embarks on his second season with the Ferrari F1 team. The seven-time world champion endured a challenging 2025, failing to reach the podium for the first time in his F1 career, but says he is leaving behind the bad and is ready to make a strong start at the weekend's Australian Grand Prix.
RayPower weather.
This evening, hazy conditions will persist across much of the country, with warm temperatures gradually cooling into the night. Northern and north-central areas may experience reduced visibility due to dust haze, while the southern region could see isolated thunderstorms later tonight. Residents are advised to remain cautious while traveling. And to end the news, here is our last line. In the words of Jim Ryan, a former athlete and politician, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. That's it for the Metro News as produced by Idemachi Ikechukwu. I am Kedonojo Okoliko. Remember, you can listen to us online on Radio Garden, online Radio Box, and tuning.com at RayPower 100.5 FM Abuja. Also follow us on YouTube for live updates of our programs and the news as well. Join us at 6 p.m. for our next bulletin, Nigeria Today, and then we'll bring you news from across the nation. Good evening.
Providing 360 degrees of information and entertainment. Reloaded for today's Niger.
RayPower.